Hey, welcome back to SP Channel. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about a childhood hero of mine, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Great guy, great guy. He did a whole lot in my youth to prepare my young mind for a world of science. He taught us so much. He was a childhood icon. If you were a child growing up in the 1980s, I know that dates me, but that's just a thing. People are who they are. But in the 80s and early 90s, Bill Nye was the science guy. He had a little TV show on Saturday mornings. He would teach us everything. He would teach us how exciting and wonderful science was. He was great. He's a childhood hero, and he still deserves the praise for everything he did to prepare young minds for a world of science. If it weren't for people like him, for like Bill Nye and Mr. Wizard and countless others that would teach us how awesome and magical science could be, I wouldn't be where I am today. Um, Bill Nye, in more recent times, has made a comeback, and it seems he has an ulterior motive this time around. He seems to be attacking organized religion more or less under his breath. Here's the thing about that. Science, as I was raised to believe, is based entirely in fact. I love science. I could speak science to you guys all day, every day. We could talk about Bose-Einstein condensate. We could talk about superfluids. We could talk about antimatter. We could talk about the differences between dark matter and dark energy. I could go on and on. We could talk about the Drake equation. We could talk about the meaning of relativity, how E does equal mc square, which basically translates to energy and mass are the same thing. Mass is simply a different form of energy. We could talk about the Higgs boson, the Higgs field. We could talk about CERN. I study science religiously. I love science. Anyone who knows me, even if you cruise through my channel, through some of my videos, you will see my love for science exudes. It precedes me. Everywhere I go, people who know me know my love for science. This is why I feel the need to bring up Bill Nye, the science guy. He's great. I want everyone to understand that I grew up with Bill Nye as my childhood hero. Till this day, he remains a childhood hero of mine. The thing with Bill Nye is in his later years, maybe it's senility, maybe it's that he's closer to the inevitable destiny of all mankind. Under his breath, under his tones, he seems to be attacking organized religion. Bill Nye's current attitude is, well, if you don't believe in science, then you're just a fool. Here's the thing. He attacks religion, basically calling people who do have religious or spiritual beliefs Neanderthals that are holding back the rest of us. The problem with that is science, which is something that Bill Nye taught me to love. How can I attack Bill Nye? How can I speak out against my childhood hero? Because he still is. But I disagree with his current actions. Bill Nye uses science as his weapon to attack people with spiritual beliefs, when anyone who has truly studied science knows science does not contradict religion. Not only does science not contradict religion, science has entertained the idea of intelligent design. I'm not saying that science fully supports Judeo-Christianity or Buddhism or Hinduism or any particular set faith, but science has entertained the idea that intelligent design could be a thing. When you look at the human genome is so well coded, and it is coded. Was it coded naturally through evolution, as certain scientists will state, or was it intelligently coded by some massive intelligence, some creator who intelligently coded us? If you look at human DNA and compare it to animal DNA, you will see some major differences that would really blow your mind. For instance, you'll hear a lot of people say a lot of things. Go out into the world, speak to your friends online. You'll commonly hear this: we only use 10% of our brains, at any given moment. The fact of the matter is, we use 100% of our brains 100% of the time. Our consciousness is only a certain percentage of our brain, but underneath it all, we have systems and subsystems. And have you ever been walking through your home and did something without thought? That's your subconscious at work. Your conscious proper is not thinking about it, but your subconscious is. There are many things to the human mind that function with or without your conscious awareness. You continue breathing. By the way, you're breathing right now. Now you're breathing consciously. You're welcome for that. Think about that. You weren't aware that you were breathing until I told you. Of course, that's not to take it too far. Everyone knows that they breathe. But when you become consciously aware of it, then you're controlling your breath. Do you see what I'm saying? It's one of those functions that you can control consciously or subconsciously. The thing, back to Bill Nye, is this. Bill Nye has did a lot to educate children. He did a lot to inspire children to love science. He inspired me to love science. I respect Bill Nye. I even respect his opinions, even though I disagree with his actions. I feel that he's done a lot to educate people. This is not an attack video. This is not a troll video. This is a video to prove that if you're going to use science, you can't just take something that you agree with and run with it as if it were a fact, and then say, oh, well, I'm a scientist, and this is fact, and if you don't believe it, you're a moron, which is what Bill is doing today. He has several quotes regarding evolution, and he quotes evolution as if evolution were a fact, and I'm sure that many minds are blown right now. I promise anyone listening to this video right now, if you can look on the internet and find anything that proves that evolution is truly a fact and anything more than a theory, evolution is called the theory of evolution because it is a theory. We have missing links. These missing links would all but prove evolution, but we cannot find these links. And many people will say, oh, well, we just haven't found them yet. You haven't found those missing links because those missing links do not exist. The fact of the matter is through genetic splicing, genetic engineering, we have taken samples. Of course, these samples were incredibly damaged from bones of cavemen, from bones of the Neolithic man, from bones of the Cro-Magnon man. And we have re-engineered their DNA. We have reconstructed, with supercomputers, a close facsimile, and we made a startling revelation. These species of humanoids are not directly descended from us. We are not directly descended from them. We are not directly related. Just as you have seen all throughout history, at one time during the Earth's process, there were many forms of several kinds of life. But only the strongest seemed to survive. Only the most suited and adaptable seemed to survive. These species of humanoids were not a subspecies or a subset of us. Whatever subspecies of humanoid that is directly related to us modern humans is missing, and it is a missing link, because as far as history and science combined tell us together, humans just appeared one day about 8,000 years ago, modern humans as we know them. Modern humans with their modern mental capabilities just appeared on Earth 8,000 years ago. Where did we come from? Were we intelligently designed? I'm not here to debate science versus religion. I'm here to debate that I love science. You cannot use science as a weapon to attack religion when science itself concedes to the fact that it is possible that the human genome has been tampered with, has been intelligently designed, has been created from some outside intelligent force. I'm not pointing fingers to any given religion or any given race of alien or any given intelligent design theory. But you cannot use science to disprove religion when you're using theory. The theory of evolution is indeed a theory. And I don't know if it's Bill Nye's elder age that has brought him to this point, if it's senility, or if it's several of the problems that he's had in recent history, which I'm not going to bring up and I'm not going to talk about because I'm not trying to discredit the man. I'm not trying to credit a given religion either. All I'm trying to say is you cannot abuse science to prove your point. And let's examine what abuse means. To abuse. You cannot misuse science if you truly respect what science is. And the reason that I truly respect what science is because Bill Nye and others like him, like Mr. Wizard from Nickelodeon, taught me to love science and to know that science was something that was proven factual. How can you take a theory, the theoretical, and use it to attack religion, the spiritual, and call other people fools because I have this theory that you're a fool? You know, I just don't get it. If you truly love science, how can you truly use science in such a ill fashion to attack others with, to call them fools or uneducated, or to say that we're holding the rest of the world back because we do believe that intelligent design is a possibility? It doesn't make sense to me. The reason that it doesn't make sense to me is my love for science. Don't misuse something that you love. If you know what science is and you truly love science, how can you grab a handful of theories and take this handful of theories and use it to discredit someone else? A theory is simply a set of ideas that can be used. In science, you have 3 stages. You have hypothesis, theory, and fact. Now, when you go to call someone else a fool for their spiritual beliefs, you better have some facts to back it up. And if you want to talk evolution, evolution is nothing but a theory. We have missing links. Evolution, the Charles Darwinian evolution is not proven. So therefore, Bill Nye is not using science when he tries to discredit religion. No, religion's not using science either, but religion's not out there trying to discredit a bunch of people calling them fools either. It's a very complicated mess. I'm running out of time. I'll have more things to say in the future about Bill Nye and this whole fiasco. He's still a childhood hero. I feel his old age has gotten to him, and he is now to the point where he is ready to misuse science. Maybe possibly just to make a buck off of his books. You can't use theory to attack someone else's beliefs because a theory is just an educated opinion. It's an opinion and not a fact. Thanks for tuning into SP Channel. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bill Nye is still a hero. I truly do love science, and I feel that at the moment he's misusing it. Thanks. Do come again.